Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be tackling a bit of new content coming out in this update that really hasn't been explored yet or specified in the Brawl Stars patch notes. And that is the change to the daily freebie logins, what you can expect from the different offers that I've seen thus far, as well as, most importantly, the thing the dev team hasn't talked about at all, and that is the jackpots. Every single jackpot that we've seen up until this point and how valuable they actually are. So let's get into it. Also, I do want to give a fair warning, seeing that we are so early on into the update, some of this could be wrong. We really don't have that much data to go off of, but there are some things that are noteworthy. So to start off this video here today, I want to take a look at the daily freebies that we are going to be getting the most often, the non-jackpot freebies. Believe it or not, these seem pretty dang random, but there is a bit of a pattern or just ones that are baseline amounts that we can expect. Starting off with, of course, the token doublers. In my opinion, my least favorite freebie that we can get here in the game because, number one, it's not an instant freebie, right? It is free, but in order to get the progression from these token doublers, you need to expend effort. And ironically enough, and I don't know if it's by design, but throughout all of my accounts here today, at least, by far in a big way, exceeding like 60%, the token doublers were the most popular. But there's two different variations of the token doublers that I've seen thus far, a 60 as well as a 120. But moving along to the next daily freebie that we can expect, and that is the coins. Believe it or not, there's no variation that I saw from the coins. The only one that I've seen pop up time and time again is a flat 15 coins. There's one small exception to this flat 15 coins that I've seen grazing around in every single corner of this freaking space, I'm telling you that much. Towards the bottom of a Reddit post, I came across this user saying I got 7 coins, and this individual was saying I got 8 wild power points. Both of those comments were from some time ago, I believe when the update dropped, and I think for the very first day of the update, or maybe a day after that, we were seeing some more bizarre daily freebies, but since then we've been dealing with more staple freebie amounts like this 15, not necessarily like a 7 or an 8, at least from what I've seen from the last like 4 or 5 days since the update has come out. Now, from the credit daily freebie, I've seen 2 different variations thus far, excluding the jackpot one. The meme potential from this amount is insane. I've seen so many posts in regards to this specific daily freebie, and that is 5 credits. And the other one is 30 here, scouring across all of my accounts as well as several photos out there in the Brawl Stars space. Next, moving along to the PowerPoints, and this is where it starts to get really bizarre if you ask me. What I've seen thus far are 3 different variations of the PowerPoint freebie. One, we have here 10, we have a big jump to 50 here, as well as such a strange jump from 50, we have a 60 PowerPoint daily freebie. Super strange. Kind of leads me to believe that there could be more or different ones, like a 20 or a 30, to kind of fill in those gaps. I mean, for example, outside of the numerous screenshots, I guess I saw this comment here from an individual 6 days ago saying that I got 20 PowerPoints, so maybe there could be some more obscure PowerPoint offers in the normal daily freebies, but up until this point, I haven't seen any other different values other than these 3, with the exception of, once again, that really strange occurrence towards the beginning of the update, I think on the very first day, and that is some people getting these obscure amounts of PowerPoints and coins. This one, for example, from the Brawl Talk showing 7 PowerPoints, but again, since those strange ones that I've seen on the first or the second day, I haven't seen these really weird non-rounded up totals for the daily freebies. But hey, if you guys have seen anything bizarre like that, make sure to let me know in the comments down below, because I'm trying to get as accurate as I can with these daily freebies here. For the normal freebies, believe it or not, that is it. Even though in the patch notes they mention that Chroma credits could also be a possible reward for these offers. But scouring across the entire freaking internet, I swear to gosh, guys, I went Indiana Jones on this morning, looking at every nook and cranny in the Brawl Stars community just for an example. I did not see a single example of a non-jackpot Chroma credit freebie. It's pretty dang crazy. So I'm assuming they put Chroma credits out in the patch notes, literally pertaining to the jackpot version of that offer. But now it's time to set our sights on probably the most compelling thing about the freebies. Literally not mentioned whatsoever in the Brawl talk, in the patch notes, nothing. It just wasn't in there. It was a total surprise, and that is the jackpots. I have a hunch the reason they were implemented into the game is to not 100% take away chance and luck, where you can still log into the game and get that potential dopamine rush that luck can give you in games like this, just not so harmful, right? Every single currency that we've mentioned thus far in this video has its own version of a jackpot aside from the token doublers. At least up until this point, I have yet to see a single example of someone rolling a jackpot for a token doubler. But starting off with the very first one, finally the Chroma credits popping up in the daily freebies. Its jackpot version is 50 Chroma credits, 10% of the value of a chromatic brawler. This one, from what I've seen thus far, is a little bit more on the less popular side of things when it comes to the jackpot rolls that I've seen screenshotted across the internet. The most popular one by far, the PowerPoints and the coins for some reason, but we'll get into those. Next up, the PowerPoint jackpot, a grand total of 300 wild card PowerPoints that will be added to your total, which caps out at 4,000. Quite substantial. This is the only variation of the PowerPoint jackpot that I've seen thus far. I would say in a odd sum of around 30 different screenshots, I've only seen 300, but this one is a little bit more on the bizarre side of things, if you ask me, seeing that there is quite a big variation to the PowerPoint regular daily freebies that we see. I showed you guys a 10, a 50, a 60, and there's just a flat 300 for this jackpot. So it's kind of hard to tell how impactful a jackpot is multiplier wise, but I mean, if the base is 10 PowerPoints, you're dealing with a 30 times multiplier. If the base is 50, you're dealing with a 6 times multiplier, and if the base is 60, it's a 5 times multiplier. But kind of seeing the first bit of value that the jackpot can hold there, multiplying what we see from the regular freebies quite a lot. Moving along to the coin jackpot here. Once again, much like the PowerPoints, I have yet to see a single different jackpot offer than this one. Probably around 20 to 30-ish screenshots yet again for the data that we have here going into this, but 600 coins, dude, my gosh. But the only exception I could find anywhere out here is this individual commenting on a Reddit post saying that I got 800 coins or gold. So if we go off his word, maybe there's a different jackpot, but I've yet to see it thus far from several different screenshots. So hey, it could be something. The coin jackpot is by far the most substantial multiplier when it comes to the base coins that we see thus far from this. Like I said before, I haven't seen anything greater than a 15 coin daily freebie. So you're dealing with a 45 times multiplier to that. So holy crap, 600 coins really goes a long way. And I got a feeling, speculating here, the coin jackpot is a bit more multiplier wise because of the sole fact that coins became much more important after this update dropped, right? It's basically our main currency to purchase anything in this game. For gadgets, star powers, you still need them to level up your brawlers, and even end game power-ups like gears you need coins for. So yeah, I'm guessing that's why. And then the final jackpot here, believe it or not, the only one that has any variation to it that we've seen thus far, and that is the credits. This one here, 50, the same amount as the Chroma credit jackpot, and then the other version of it, 40 more credits, a jackpot of 90 credits. Oh my gosh. Now, as for the most important question, and that is, what's the probability of a jackpot? How rare are they here in Brawl Stars? To be quite honest, it's super hard to say as we're so early on into the update. Seeing that the dev team didn't give us any info on the feature, not giving us a flat percentage of the probability, it's really hard to speculate right now. All that I can say is, as of right now, this point, about close to a week into the update, I have yet to get a single jackpot on any of my accounts in Brawl Stars, so it's pretty dang rare. But truly, that is as far as I can go on this newer edition that was not touched upon in the patch notes. It's really interesting nonetheless. I feel like it's a nice addition to the game, seeing that they removed luck and chance from Brawl Stars out of the boxes, that they leave just little hints of it so we can still have fun with that whole luck vibe, just not as impactful and damaging with the jackpot feature here in the daily freebies. It feels good being able to get it. But yeah, everyone, hope you all found this video useful to some degree. It was really fun to look into it, and I hope we get additional info on this as time goes on. Once again, we are so dang early on into this update. But of course, if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to slap a like on it. I really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you all in the next one. Adios, and take care.